Hello viewers, today I have a wonderfully unfortunate story about customer service. Actually I have two I gotta put out here, but the first one is about Obihai. Now I'm not a big fan of writing nasty things about people on the internet. I don't see a point in that. I don't think it's constructive, but I want to put this out there because somebody over there at Obihai has got to get a grip on this, because you're going to lose a lot of customers if this is how you handle situations. For those of you that have watched my videos regularly, you'll know that I quite like this contraption. It's featured in almost all of my phone videos. I use it all the time, and it's a great piece of equipment. It checked out on me the other day, and I've only had it for about 7 months. It's got a year warranty. So I figured I'd call them up and send it in, they'd fix it or replace it, and that would be the end of it. So I called them up, and I immediately got thrown into some dopey menu that's like 2.5 minutes long, and it doesn't lead anywhere. There's no way to talk to somebody. At best, you have to hang up the phone, go on the computer, submit forms with information and everything, and then wait for them to call you at who knows what time, probably when you're not available doing something else. So I went on the computer, filled out their dopey forms, and had them send me an email. And so, of course, they send me an email with the typical dopey things like, "Oh, is it plugged in?" "Yeah, it's plugged in." And so then they says, "We'll send us your receipt." And I says, "I don't have a receipt. I got it as a gift. And because I got it for Christmas this year." So they said, well, we can't do anything for you if you don't have a receipt. Now, that is a pack of baloney, because, and I can say this because I have a customer service type job, and I work, I deal with warranty repairs. I work at a computer shop. And I know for a fact that you can look up the date of manufacture via the serial numbers. The fact that they are unwilling to do anything for me without a receipt is ridiculous. This device, without actually showing the full information here, has a lot of identifying numbers on it. We have serial number, MAC address, model number. The model number is not specific, but the OB number, the MAC address, and the serial numbers are all specific to this device. And you can't convince me that they don't have a database somewhere that has all this information in it that probably tells them the exact minute this thing came off the production line. And I'd be willing to bet that it tells them the exact minute it was sold, because these things are only retailing from a few different places. It's ridiculous and outrageous that they don't offer any support for these items without a receipt. Most people don't even have receipts anymore. They don't keep them, or they're on the computer and they expire, or whatever. So the fact that they refuse to help you without a receipt just goes to show that they really don't stand behind this product. And the other thing that bothers me is their lousy thing of you can't call them up. Like, what in the world? Who wants to have to submit forms and wait for people to call you and all this other nonsense? It shouldn't be like that. You should be able to call them up and talk to a person, not a computer or a menu system or whatever. Deplorable. Honestly deplorable. I don't get it. I don't understand why these companies that are pulling in so much money can't take a cut of like 20 or 30 bucks, if that. I'm sure it costs even less than that to make one of these things. I don't understand how they can't take a cut of $20 or $30 to make customers satisfied. If there was an equivalent to this device, I would have switched to it right that moment. Unfortunately, there really isn't. This is the only totally free one that I know of. But, that's terrible. Honestly, that's terrible. I'm going to try to fetch my dopey receipt. I have to call people and figure out who gave it to me and whatever. And I'm going to try to fetch the stinking receipt. And we'll see what happens. Something tells me that they're not going to actually do anything once I give them the receipt, but we'll see. I'll try to find it. I'll try to send it to them and see what happens. But for the moment, I am totally dissatisfied with this customer service. I think it's deplorable. And, if a company's not going to stand behind their products, what good is it? Yes, I did buy another one of these things. I'm still going to use it, but you know what? I don't feel half as good using it or recommending it to people, knowing that if something happens, no one's helping me. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.